All right, what's going on, guys? It's Luke here. We had a break-even day. We had a break-even short, break-even long. I never took this trade, but I'm gonna go through it quick because I did think it was a pretty good setup. And yeah, let's get right into this. So, coming into the day, I was kind of willing to take trades either way. I was kind of favoring bearish because coming into the day, I had seen that we had an unfilled 1 hour gap with true day open resting right above it. We had London low. I honestly thought we were going to see a flush rebalance and then a continuation higher, but market opened up and it immediately ripped to the upside and it took out Asia high. So as you can see, wait, let me show you. So it took out Asia high right off of market open. So from there, price pulled back into this 2 minute gap, and you could have looked for this continuation long off this displacement. But from here, again, we just taken out Asia high. I wanted to kind of wait, let price play out. Then from there, we kind of just chopped to the upside, and then we had 10 a.m. red folder news. So I obviously wanted to wait for that. And from there, before the news, price tapped into this very small 5 minute gap. We put in a data low, as you can see, and a data high. So we tapped into that 5 minute gap. And at this point, if you guys know with certain prop firms, you can't trade the news. Obviously, you have to wait 2 minutes before and 2 minutes after. So this candle right here printed right at 10:02 or 10:03. So at this point, I kind of wasn't like really willing to trade because we had data lows right here. We had these low resistance lows leading into a 15-minute unfilled gap. So personally, I just wanted to fade this and I didn't want to take this long. But if you guys did take this 5 minute continuation long, it's not a bad trade. But again, I was trying to wait for the 2 minutes to pass and I kind of wasn't in the right mindset to kind of take this long. But again, I just didn't like how we had data lows there. We had all this low resistance liquidity leading into this 15-minute unfilled. But if you guys did take this, it's still a pretty good trade. You could have targeted it all the way up to here and then just targeted past to the continued draws. From there, price continued up. ES was obviously heavily leading and it ended up taking out these highs all the way up here while NQ failed to do that. So we technically had a bearish SMT that could form. Okay. So first short, I went in light with this short. Obviously, we did have a 5 minute unfilled that I wanted to target, which was right here. Let me mark it out. So kind of was just waiting here, and then we ended up getting this 2 minute inversion right here. And then as soon as we got the retest into this fair value gap, I ended up taking an entry off the rejection. I got in at 879. As soon as we tapped into that 5 minute unfilled gap, which was right here, I went break even and I was hoping that maybe we'd flush lower and we could seek out these lows and then potentially trade lower towards the data low. But as you can see, we were stopped out break even. So that was trade number one. Again, very low risk. I seen that again. ES was leading, took out the highs. NQ never did. We had a 2 minute inversion. We came back in, retapped into that fair value gap on the 1 minute, rejected, took the entry there after I seen the rejection, break even at the 5 minute unfilled, and then that stops out break even. I just thought that was worth a try for a high risk reward. I figured we'd at least come down and rebalance this 5 minute, and then potentially if we want to flush lower, we can see the trade go lower. From there, I seen price was now respecting this 5 minute bullish gap. Okay, so I was like, okay, maybe I can seek longs if we want to just continue higher at this point. So right here, we got this strong 1 minute close right here. So I was just like, I'm going to try this out, low risk. I'm going to go in right here with my stop below the 1 minute. We reacted off that 5 minute gap. ES is continuing bullish. So I'm just going to take this, took this, went break even after we took these internal highs right here. And I was like, I'm going to see if we can hold maybe to these swing highs right here for the quick 1-to-1 or potentially up to here. But as you can see, we were stopped out break even again. And the other thing I liked about this long was that we had reacted off the 15-minute gap. So we retapped off a 15-minute bullish fair value gap right there. We were also reacting off the 5. We got a 1 minute displacement and a 1 minute inversion because as you can see, we inversed this 1 minute gap right here on this strong close. Break even at this internal high. Again, I was looking to target this high or potentially up to here, but that got taken out break even. And at that point, I had taken 2 break even, so I did not want to go in and force another trade, but this could have been another trade you guys could have taken. Again, I did not take this one, but I just have it marked out because I want to see if it plays out. But basically, you can see we still have that higher time frame SMT, and as you can see, we put in now a lower time frame SMT. NQ put in a lower high, ES put in a higher high. So I was like, okay, I was marking this out as if I was going to take it, but again, you could have probably entered off this 2 minute inversion. You could have entered off the 1 minute inversion, whatever. You could have gone break even at this internal low, and you could have targeted this as your TP or this data low as your TP, like your runner, whatever. But again, if you just targeted that low hanging, like this internal low right here, that still would have been about a 1.72 R trade depending on your entry. So That's it from you guys. Break even day to start the week. Should have a solid week. We have red folders all week, so I'm excited for this one. And yeah, we'll get back to it tomorrow, and I'll talk to you guys then. Peace.